Hello, everyone. Let's see. I think it's recording. Yep, it's recording. Awesome. All right. I've had many requests for a introduction to pathways on Toastmasters.org. Um, I've done speeches and presentations and sat down one-on-one with people. So for this time, I'm actually going to record a video and walk you through it. I've already logged in, and you can see that I'm logged in because up here it says "Welcome, Michael." But first step is you go to Toastmasters.org. Second step is you log in. Third thing you need to do for Pathways is over here, click on Pathways. And if you've never been on here before, you need to take the assessment. So click on Take the Assessment. And what you're going to see is base count and printed materials. So base count and printed materials. Base count for your first path, this will be free. And it'll only be $25 for printed materials if you decide that you don't want to do the computer version, that you want something physical in your hand. It's not very common. I believe in my district there's 13 people that have the printed materials. Everyone else goes to Basecamp. So assume you go through here, click on this, take the assessment, you pick your language. So let's say English language. Okay, cool. So select 3 topics I'm interested in learning about. Let's see. I'm interested in public speaking. I'm interested in leadership. And I'm interested in motivating others. Those are the 3 things that I'm really big that I want to learn from Toastmasters. So I click next. So which are the following topics? And I'm not going to bore you with going through this entire thing. I'm just going to say complete this thing, and what's going to happen is it's going to give you there's 3 suggestions. So you'll take those suggestions, you'll pick one. It will give you the option to select from the other 7 paths. So you pick one that you want to do, and then you move forward, and you'll go back to Pathways, and you'll click Go to Basecamp. And from here, if you are not an officer in your club, actually not officers have it, if you're not a Basecamp manager, so the Basecamp managers in your club should be president, VP of education, and there should be a 3rd one off the top of my head. I can't remember who that automatically is. But what you see when you see login to Basecamp manager is because I'm the vice president of education for my Biz Masters club. All right, I'm going to click login as member. That's what all of you should be choosing. And you're going to come up to this next screen. And this screen is awesome. There is so much information here. So I'm going to start with up top. All right, home, it'll always bring you back to the screen. Tutorials and resources is what it is, tutorials, and we'll go there in a second. And check compatibility. It just is there to check if your web browser is compatible with Pathways. Cool, let's go to tutorials and resources. I think this is really awesome. So you can go here, and there's 1,515 results. I mean, there's so much here. We can't scroll through it all. Okay, what we're going to do, though, is you can say, oh, I want to know tutorials, okay, because some of these aren't tutorials. Some of these are something else. So accessing certifications, cool, you completed a path and you want your certificate, or you completed a level and you want your certificate, you go there. Evaluation resources, accessing Pathways mentor program. By the way, the only time you can access the Pathways mentor program is if you've completed 2 levels of a single path, and not until then. And this could be interesting for some of you accessing a path. So if you have a question beyond what I am teaching you here, go here to accessing your path. All right, let's go back to home. Cool. So you notice navigating Basecamp. So we're going to focus on these 5. Navigating Basecamp. This is another way to look at tutorials. Okay, I want to learn about my profile. I want to work in my projects. I want to complete my assignments. I want to learn about this stuff. It's more resources for you to learn. Let's go back. The second button, my educational transcript. Cool. So I click on it, and what you see is I have 2 I don't want to say paths. Paths is the wrong word. Because leadership development, yes, it's a path, but Pathways Mentor Program is more like a mini path. Important to know. So it's more like a mini path where you go in there and you can open either of the curriculums. We'll come back to open curriculums later because I want to show you a different way. Okay, so we're going to go back home. All right, my feedback. We all get feedback from our clubs. However, somebody could go on here and give you feedback. And this was from when I first started, see, October 6, 2017, almost exactly a year ago, someone left me this feedback on my icebreaker. Absolutely awesome. Okay, and then my badges, right? As you complete stuff, you get badges. So you'll see that I've achieved level 1, level 2, level 3. Someone gave me that courageous badge. That was from the feedback that I got. You notice these two are activated. That means I've started the path or mini path, but until I complete it, I actually don't receive the badge. It shows me that it's there, that it's coming. Okay, speech evaluations. So you have a speech coming up, or you are evaluating a speech coming up, and you want to learn see the evaluations research. You have all of these different evaluations. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can find one. Icebreaker. We all have an icebreaker. So you go in here and you launch it. I'm not going to go deep further in here because I just want to give you an overview, not an in-depth. Cool, let's go back home. Important thing I want you to notice is this down here, okay? You come into Pathways, you go into base camps, and what you want to know, how do I access my path? Here's my path, leadership development. Yours will be whatever path you've chosen. Click open curriculum. Great, so what you see on the left-hand side is you see my percentage complete of the path, so 60% because I've completed 1, 2, 3 levels out of 5. Every path has 5 levels. As you could see here, I was looking at my elective projects last. Let me go to that. So level 4 completed 0 out of 3. I have to complete total of 3 items. Great. So I need to lead my team. I need to do an elective project. Cool. All right, let's go to elective project. So you need to pick a project, right? See, I can create a podcast, building a social media presence, managing a difficult audience, writing a compelling blog. We have all of these. I could pick any one of these as my project, right? Okay, cool. So I'm looking at this right here, building a social media presence. Okay, cool. We're going to launch. Sorry. My phone was acting like someone was calling. All right, we're going to launch. And you notice it's loading into a small screen. It's thinking. But this doesn't work for us. We need it bigger. So, full screen. Now you can see everything. Great. We can click here, go back, we can go forth. And normally, this is the first screen you're going to see. Introduction. What is this about? Cool. Click next, and you're going to go through it. It's going to tell you about your assignment. You're going to pay attention to hyperlinks. Really pay attention to hyperlinks, okay? You have it, click on it. Click on it. Shoot, why not? Okay? Project checklist. Set your goal. Generate social media posts. Schedule your speech. Write your speech. It gives you a checklist of how to complete what you need to do. Cool. So let's keep going. Access your skills. Always access your skills. Not with the gray button, but here. Okay, cool. So I can effectively promote an event, person, or other subject via social media. You know what? I think I'm about a 3. I'm pretty average at it. I do it more than probably some people, but I'm not an expert. All right, cool. So I'm going to keep going through this. I can build an engagement. Sometimes I can build engagement, so I'll do a 3, right? All right, I can build an appropriate personal online image. I'm actually pretty good at this. I'm going to go with 4, right? Okay, I understand the benefits of utilizing social media. Totally understand the benefits, right? I recognize how this project applies to my life. Absolutely. And throw this in there, I actually manage a couple of different social medias at my work. So I really understand how this applies outside of work or outside of Toastmasters. All right, so we keep going. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details of this project. Just you see all the information that it provides. Read everything. Understand everything. Don't just buzz through it because you'll miss something important. Think of it this way. Everything that you're learning, the more work you put into it, the better you'll understand and the better it will help your life. Okay, so we keep going. And I just noticed how bright that was in the background. I'm sorry. All right, cool. Let's keep going. We keep going. You see all this information it's providing. All of this stuff. You like, wow. Okay, cool. Online etiquette. It just goes and goes and goes. All right, and we have all of this information. Okay, stop. Hyperlinks. Valuation resource. Click on it. Print this out. This is what you're going to give to your evaluator. So for this one, I do all this stuff, and then I have to give a speech, and my evaluator gets this. Okay, so how was I clear? Vocal variety, comfort level. Now, this is what he gets, or she, for my speech. Great. Okay, cool. All right, so let's keep going. Once you're on the screen, you're ready to do your project, you say, okay, let's do this. Close the window. Okay? Close the window. Go do your project. Whatever the project is. Do your speech, do your project, do your social media campaign. Doesn't matter. Do it. Okay? Do it. Close out of pathways. Just do it. And when you're ready to say, yes, I've completed my speech, my project is done, I am ready to mark this project complete. Go back, click launch. Okay, and like before, maximize it. Cool, it'll bring you back to where you left off. Always assess your skills at the end. I haven't completed this project, I will not assess the skills. You, if you've completed your icebreaker, go in, assess your skills. It will not mark complete unless you've marked it with done the assessing your skills. All right, so let's keep going. Congratulations, you know you're done. Sweet, let's close the window. Great. All right, so at this point, if you had completed your project, there should be a check marks, like these. Do you see how I have this check mark? Because I have completed these, so that's what you would see. All right, you know you've completed your project when you start that project, when you've done that. Okay, when you have completed all of the requirements, a button will appear here. Okay, and you will click launch and activate, and it'll say send it to for approval, and then your VP of Education or whoever your Basecamp manager is will approve it. Make sure you tell them that you've requested it, just in case they don't see the email. Something really important, if you are a VP of Education or a president, once that level is approved, you need to go into Club Central and send it to Toastmasters International. Okay, this does not tell Toastmasters you have completed a level. It does not count until it gets sent to Toastmasters International. Just remember that. Okay. See, is there anything else to tell you? I think that should be about it. Yeah, that should be about it. So if you haven't any questions, you know what? At this time, I don't have any contact information to give you. So I will come back another time with contact information for questions. But I'm glad I shared this with you. And yeah, have a good day.